Security challenges threaten $1 trillion economy plan, says Tinubu. So now you have a $1 trillion economy plan. You want Nigeria to grow into, grow up to $1 trillion status. Okay, but now you are seeing that security challenges in the country is a threat to that plan. So what are you going to do about it? You are the commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So you have all the service chiefs at your beacon. So what are you going to do about it, and who are you telling? I'm sure he said this when he had meeting with the service chiefs, but let's go into the details to go and to get the meat of the matter. President Bola Tinubu on Friday cautioned security chiefs against misdirected attacks on innocent civilians and asked them to ensure conclusive victory against the security challenges facing the nation. He warned that failure is not an option, as it could thwart plans to make Nigeria a $1 trillion economy. Abi? So the president also cautioned the military and intelligence community against recurring incidences of mistargeted strikes on innocent civilians, saying such errors are unacceptable. This is following the killings and the bombing that happened in Kaduna, where the military said they mistakenly bombed civilian settlements and killed innocent people. It's now that it's talking. Since that time, it's now that it's talking. The one that happened in Plateau State, the terrorist killing before the Christmas, he has not said anything about that yet. The success you are recording is undeniable. Nigerians are seeing it, but the avoidable errors witnessed recently in Kaduna are unacceptable and cannot be repeated. Tinubu told security chiefs and heads of intelligence agencies at a presidential security briefing at the State House, Abuja. The Punch reported that at least 95% lost their lives in the mistargeted bombing of Tudumbiri in the Igabi local government area of Kaduna State by the Nigerian Army on December 3, 2023. Responding to the incident, President Tinubu, who was attending the COP28 climate conference in Dubai, UAE, directed a thorough and full-fledged investigation into this and similar mishaps that claimed 386 lives since 2014. Speaking on Friday, Tinubu warned the military against recurrent strikes on innocent civilians, cautioning such errors will not be tolerated. He cheered the military helmsmen for the successes so far recorded, saying it is not yet uhuru until the enemies of the state are vanquished. Okay, not yet uhuru. Tinubu said while good progress is being made in eliminating some security threats across multiple theaters, success will ultimately be defined by a conclusion to the multi-dimensional menace. We have too many investments that we need to make now in soft and physical infrastructure, in social security, in MSME empowerment, and other growth enablers. We are pursuing a $1 trillion economy in the next few years, and our efforts will be undermined if we do not finally wrap up our progressive onslaught against enemies of the progress. Be encouraged. The confidence of our people in your capacity is rising, and they are appreciative of the sacrifices of our men and women, said the president. He warned, I do not play with my intelligence report. I have multiple lines of sight. The Navy and the sister branches must step up their game to achieve our aims for the benefit of all Nigerians. All malign actors will be aggressively uprooted from our midst. Those working against the national agenda from within and without will meet justice. Okay. Your task is clear. We will sustain our momentum. Failure is not an option under my leadership. This was as he vowed that persons sabotaging the efforts of the Nigerian military from within and without would be aggressively uprooted and exposed. President Tinubu said he was very impressed by the loyalty and dedication to duty of the promoted officers. Earlier, the commander-in-chief had decorated 3 promoted officers with new ranks. He was assisted by the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, and the Inspector General of Police, Kaide Egbetokun, respectively, in the presence of the spouses of the elevated officers. They include the PAF commander, Air Commodore Olayinka Oyeshola, who is now an Air Vice Marshal in the Nigerian Air Force, Commander BOG Adebisi Onasanya, who has been promoted from Colonel to Brigadier General, and the Police CPSO Usman Shugaba, who is now a Deputy Commissioner of Police after being promoted from Assistant Commissioner of Police. Nigeria calls all to serve. We are the servants of the country, not the masters, as you have seen. Okay, so Tinubu is trying to get the military chiefs and the security agencies properly engaged to ensure that all hands are on deck to end the insecurity in Nigeria. I hope Nigeria will continue to recognize your service to motherland, the president told the newly decorated officers. Present at the decoration ceremony were the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, Minister of State for Defense Bello Matawale, the service chiefs, heads of intelligence agencies, as well as presidential aides. AVM Olayinka, Air Vice Marshal Olayinka, who spoke on behalf of the officers, thanked the president for their promotion and the privilege of serving the nation. He assured the commander-in-chief of their continued loyalty and commitment to duty. Okay, so what is happening here now is that Tinubu had a meeting with the security agencies, the military and the police at the State House Abuja, where he decorated these officers that were promoted. But the key thing there is that he appreciated them for their service to motherland. But that kind of bombing that was done in Kaduna by error is a very grievous error and should not repeat itself again. I said that ordered the investigation into it, and everyone involved will have a case to answer. Nigeria. And now what he's telling them is that their service failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. Repetition of this kind of error is also not an option. Everything must be done squarely once and correct for the first time. So that is what he's trying to tell the people now. Well, what they expect him to say as commander-in-chief, he has to talk to his service chiefs that way so that they can get back to work and deliver more. He appreciated them anyway, but the truth remains that the bad eggs in the military and the police, how do we get them out? All those repentant Boko Haram that Buhari government, Buhari himself reintegrated into the military, especially the Nigerian army, the ground troops. How do we fish them out? Because we've seen a situation where if a soldier kills a Boko Haram member, a fellow soldier who is an outsider will shoot the soldier down. These reports are coming out. The military will do like they're not hearing. The government will do like it, nothing like that happened. But it is getting unbearable. Yeah? So there is already, the military is seriously compromised with intelligent information leaking. Even intelligent information in the military now is no longer confidential because the military released information to those people in the bush who are the assailants. So I just hope that this meeting will produce result and that Tinubu is looking at making Nigeria a $1 trillion economy, and he knows that insecurity is not a threat to that plan, and so he's putting them to work to ensure that insecurity is nipped on the bud fast, so that the plan of making Nigeria a $1 trillion economy in a few years to come can be materialized. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.